Okay, a lot of people love to talk, but they don't really say nothing. You can drop a like and go subscribe, knowing 2-5 probably finna hate something. Chop it up about the game, give a little game, knowing you can take something. We just saying less and saying more, should've known before you in the right place. You know Jack can keep it radical. A little crazy with his take, but he gon' keep it factual. And you know he been a fan of wrestling since attitude. We ain't here to be the ones you playing with. Red steady dropping gems only for relationships. We ain't never thinking Liam Neeson if you taking. Come and tap in with your favorites. Hey, we gon' talk about your latest. Yeah, come and tune into the station. Come and listen to this conversation. Like and subscribe, we going live. We gon' tell you what you need to hear in perfect moderation. Wait, it's like a game of chess. Remember we be saying more while they saying less. It's like a game of chess. Remember we be saying more while they saying less. It's like a game of chess. Remember we be saying more while they saying less. It's like a game of chess. Hey, hold up.
We are not experts. Do not take advice from us. We are just people talking on the internet. We are not experts.
And welcome to Say Less, Say More. Live for the first time.
Live.
The trio that you never knew you needed, even though you only see two of us. He is representing the 49ers. He likes to go bang bang. He goes by the name of El Residente. I am down here in the Alamo. I go by the name of 2-5. Joining us shortly, Jackie Uso. 4 letters, 1 word.
4 letters, 1 word.
Tonight, Iceman is dropping. NFL schedules are out. You know, we got the NBA draft lottery. Is Cheyenne Bryant really a doctor? And much, much more. But we gonna get right into it. Like, review, and subscribe, y'all. It's all free. Let's get it.
What up, my guy?
Just chilling, man. So, you know, welcome out there to the first timers. You know, thank you again for showing up. All our day ones and whatnot. You know, just to give y'all a little background here, we start with a little intro, let you know what's going on in our lives and everything. So, El Residente,
What's
kick us
happening?
off.
Listen, you already know what it is with me. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing out there? Make sure you say what's happening in the comment section. This is our first time with a live episode with a live audience. So make sure you guys say hello. We want to make sure we tapping in with y'all. Welcome to the Say Less, Say More podcast. If this is your first time hearing this, you about to experience something so cold. But for me, man, it's been a good week, man. I actually didn't travel this week, so I've been home, kicking it at the crib with my family, getting ready for some big graduations. It's graduation season. Yep. We got the triplets, RJ, Isis, and Laura, all graduating in the next month. So we got a very, very busy graduation season over here. Talking about college, getting prepared for college, getting prepared for RJ to go off to the military, and getting prepared for Laura to finish out, you know, what he's doing with his internship. So outside of that, just kicking it with the wife, enjoying my life, and podding. What you got, my guy?
Word. You know, down here on this side of the Alamo, you know, we got some graduations coming up as well. You know what I'm saying? One of these days, you know what I'm saying, my son gonna make me proud and give me some gas money. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what we're working on now, you know what I'm saying? Taking care of responsibilities and doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Looking at colleges and all that, about to make some decisions in the next few weeks. But
for sure.
You know, by the end of the weekend, you know what I'm saying, we'll have a new article up on chopchat.com. You know, what up, gang? You know what I'm saying? Florida State. Hey, Faye. You know what I'm saying? Florida State in the building. You know, but that's about it, man. It's 93 degrees today, so I'm getting a nice little shine on my dome. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to rock and roll.
I feel
so.
You,
You know what I'm saying? So while the radical one, you know, is getting ready, I guess we'll go ahead and start this conversation. But Iceman. Iceman is on the way. So on a scale from 1 to 10, how excited are you?
Listen, man, I am a hip hop fan. I am someone who was a self-proclaimed Drake super fan until the More Life album. It was kind of that was sort of my exit on the wagon from Drake. But I will say this last couple years, he's had a rough one. And people are interested in seeing what he comes out with. Based on what I've heard from the newest stuff that he's released, I think his pen might be there, but I'm not sure if his ear is there right now. So I think he has a lot to prove. He has a lot to prove, and we'll see what happens. But what do you think? How excited are you?
So, I ain't even gonna lie to you. I was trying to be a hater at first. Like, I was like, yo, stay away, Aubrey. You know what I'm saying? But then Drake won my heart last night.
How'd he do it?
You know what I'm saying? I was listening to 1 a.m. in Albany.
Uh-huh.
And he was talking to my meteorologist brain.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Starting it off with the cumulus clouds. And it took me back, to my freshman year of college. And I was just like, you talking to me, Aubrey. So as I was going through the song, Drake's still suffering from the same problems. What up, Casey? Suffering from the same problems that he always has. He be trying to fit 19 words in about 5 seconds of space. You know what I mean? And you know what I'm saying? And then he gets into this Dr. Seuss thing too. You know what I'm saying? He gets into this cap, uppercase. I ain't gonna repeat the other thing right now. We'll get into that later because I don't know what Zuckerberg gonna do about it. Right. But no, I'm excited, man. I'm excited.
Not see me?
About you know what? That was actually, when I heard that line, I tried to get upset, right? Because he was like, it's the Jewish roots. And I was just like, oh goodness, here we go. And then he followed it up with that. And I was just like, okay, that was cool. So are you over it? Do you want him to stop talking about Kendrick? Do you want him to stop talking about the same things that we are already past?
So what I'll say is this, right? My thing with Drake, especially in this iteration, what I want to see is growth. Where Drake took the most criticism in the battle was the fact that he did not grow. He did not elevate from the peak Drake. And whatever you want to say peak Drake is, I don't think anybody, even the staunchest Drake fans, would say that he's at his peak right now. I think, and people want to see him get back to that. People want to see Tuscan Leather Drake. They want to see Take Care Drake. They want to hear, Nothing Was the Same Drake. They want to hear If You're Reading This, It's Too Late Drake. There are so many different versions of Drake. My favorite Drake is really So Far Gone Drake. So Far Gone up till really Nothing Was the Same. That's my favorite Drake. But I want to see that. What I don't want to see or hear, in which is what I think we got on 1 a.m. in Albany, was I'm still 2 years ago. I'm still releasing songs that could have been responses to Kendrick disses. That's not what I signed up for when it came to Drizzy. I wanted to. Okay, all right. Jesus.
I'm late, but I'm good.
It's Jackie Russo, aka Lorenz Tate, y'all.
We're literally talking about a topic right now, sir. Can you just hold on 1 second?
Oh, my bad.
Macho Man bad. Randy Jack. Thank
Come
you.
on, man.
and answer my wife, Jack.
What she said.
But anyway, go ahead, Riz.
Anyway, so but I wanted to see that, and I feel like what we got in that song, though definitely witty bars, right? Can't take it away because his pen's his pen, right? Drake's pen is his pen. No one can deny his pen. What I didn't want to hear is Drake rehashing stuff that we already dealt with it in 2024. The time to release that song, 1 a.m. in Albany, would have been after Meet the Grams.
Who the hell is in Albany at 1 a.m. anyway?
Everybody.
Apparently he is. You
know what I'm saying? I'd rather be in Buffalo.
For sure. Hey, Jack, introduce yourself to the live audience and then give us your take on how excited you are about Drake, the new Drake music.
First of all, I'm Radical Jack. You already know who it is, man. Swaggy J, Ringo Mandingo, Radical Jack. The guy that messed up his facial hair, so he had to shave it all off. Albert Brenneman.
Albert Albertson.
That face ass. Out of shape ass. Big as hell.
All
but
right.
Yeah, man.
Iceman.
Who's always been champion, man. Stop talking. Let me do my intro. You asked for it. All right. So you already know who it is, man. Ring General, Jack Daddy. You know what I mean? I'm tired. I hope you guys can hear me well. But yeah, man, we're doing a damn thing, man. We got subtitles. Oh shit.
Hey, we out here, dog.
For subtitles. Hey,
hey, Iceman, damn it.
Iceman, yeah, that's me. So I don't listen to leaks, but 2-5 was getting on my nerves, and he kept sending me information, so I had to listen to it, and I listened to it, and Drake is dropping bars and doing his thing. Now they're mad because he's bringing up the beef and all this other stuff. I don't care. I like Drake being petty. I like petty Drake. I like introspective Drake. I like the girls Drake. But you know what I'm saying? What I don't like is Wang Delilah, and we didn't get that, so I'm cool. As long as Drake's not giving us all these accents, we're good to go.
You like the Drake with LeBron tattooed on his arm?
Drake LeBron, that's crazy. Drake with LeBron, that was his friend, and y'all over here trying to clown the man because his feelings were hurt. You ever lost a friend before?
No. I like so I'm not the Drake fan of the three of us. I'm probably the least Drake fan of us three. Right. But after what LeBron and DeMar DeRozan did, I would have even called Drake and just been like, "I'm sorry, dude. Like loyalty is dead."
For sure. Hey, we got a poll. We got a poll in the comment section. If you are excited about the new Drake album, make sure you put a 1 in the comment section. If you're not excited, you can press 2. But go ahead and put us in the. Go ahead and put us in there. Go ahead.
What up, Mario?
Let us know what you think.
Everybody say what's up to Mario. Man.
What up, Claymore? What up, my guy?
Mario, what's up, Claymore? So Jack, you were talking about how let Drake get his shit off, but is there a statute of limitations of how long he has to get this off?
Nah. As long as I'm mad at you. What you mean? As long as I'm mad at you, I can get off me being angry at you. As long as I feel pissed off at you, I can bring up how angry I am at you for pissing me off. There's no statute of limitation. I'm sorry.
There's only one answer to solve all of this.
What is that?
LeBron got to get in the booth.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? 6 a.m. in Savannah.
6 a.m. in Savannah.
6 a.m. in Savannah?
Crazy. That is wild. What?
LeBron
that
is going to pull up on Drake. That's what's going to happen. And he's going to stop.
There would be a dead body. You know the intro, Over My Dead Body? That would be the dead body. Like, that's crazy. Make sure you answer the poll.
Maybe he out here doing these things. He told Joey what he was doing to the ladies.
So from the 1 a.m. in Albany,
hey,
what's your favorite bar?
Man. Shout out Claymore. Appreciate that, man.
Shout out my guy Ryan Claymore. From 1 a.m. in Albany, what was y'all's favorite part of it? I know we had some different parts that we talked about it.
Well, I like the Jay-Z shot, or my perceived. I'll say my perceived Jay-Z shot.
Yeah, I like the 23. I like both 23 flips. One was about Brown, one was about Jordan. I like both of those. I like that his social battery is dead. I always identify with that. I hate being around people. So, I like that. Sorry. I like that he was shooting at everybody. I like that he told Joe Budden that he was smashing his chick.
See, but even that though, right? Like when we talk about rehashing old topics, that's a known thing that he'd had a thing with Tahiri. Like that's not a new.
Maybe, but what if he was talking about Sade? But what if he was talking about Sade?
But he wasn't though. But he wasn't.
What if he was talking about Sin?
If he was talking about Sin, then he's talking about Sin. But I'm like, but see, again, that's rehashing the same thing that got you in trouble in the first place. Keep people's family members out your mouth. Pause.
No, he could say, man, you can't tell people what to say when they're mad at you.
You can.
Keeping those family members in his mouth is his pastime. You know what I'm saying? But we need to get Joey back in the booth. That's what we need. That's what I was looking for.
We need Joey rapping.
Draw him out. And I don't appreciate Drake waiting until my guy is retired and the best podcaster in the world to now all of a sudden he want to be saying all these things about Joe because he ain't have no smoke when he ain't have no smoke when Joe was still in the booth.
Actually, that's not true.
Respect.
He definitely sent shots at Joe plenty of times. They got a whole, Joe. Remember, Joe sent 4 songs back to back because he was mad at Drake. Don't forget,
making a murderer.
If you want me to be the Drake stand today, we could do that.
We can, but
it wouldn't be today.
What's some other lines that stood out to you?
He loved the one about Capital. Tell him about your favorite one, the Capital.
I didn't love the one about the caps. In the rhyme scheme, it made sense. It was dope.
Putting bills on people's face.
I gotta
You like that one, but there was the act line,
The act line, if I remove the DRAKE, remove the AK, if I remove the AK, I'd be in prison right now.
Yeah, and you know what I mean? Like, and I did appreciate the shout out to Baltimore's own Muggsy Bogues. Muggsy Bogues can dunk, by the way.
He definitely can.
But did I hear a J. Cole shot in there somewhere?
There was a J. Cole shot.
Definitely a J. Cole shot.
He said, I could have fell back like the married God, but instead we engaged. The hate will never die. The evil, my evil ways will never die. So all right, you got it.
All right, now the question that everybody wants to know the answer to.
What is it?
Do you think J. Cole cried when he heard it?
I don't.
Nah, I think he called him.
What do you think he said to him?
I think if J. Cole really something like that. I think if J. Cole really thought that Drake was firing at him for real, I think J. Cole would be much more likely to engage Drake than he would Kendrick.
Why? Say more.
I don't think he's afraid of Drake's pen.
He's not afraid of Drake's pen.
Okay.
I don't think he's afraid of Drake's pen. I think with Kendrick, he's more like Kendrick's more of a wild card because Kendrick's a quiet dude, so you never know what he's thinking until he actually says it. People like that are scary. You don't know what they're gonna do until they do it. Whereas Drake wears his heart on his sleeve. You know how he feels about everything all the time.
Yeah,
that's
so
true.
He'd play his cards. He'd put his cards flat out. Like remember, this is the same guy who's like drop. Nah. You following through. Played it all the way wrong. You ran into a blitzkrieg. You had the opportunity to feel your way through it and like navigate the space, and then okay, now I know what he's working with. Now I can really hit him. He's been advertising the red button so long, and when he actually pushed the button, people are like, well, that wasn't that much.
I mean, it was. It just didn't hit because Kendrick was.
If somebody can release a song,
so what exactly? So what exactly was the detonation? Was that supposed to be Family Matters?
Family Matters supposed to be the detonation. Yeah.
And then he stomped on it with Meet the Grams because he took too long to drop it.
Well, first of all, you ain't detonating nothing singing to me.
Day free.
You ain't singing to me and detonating a damn thing.
Pretending like Drake can't do the sing thing. That's what he does. So
but Drake can do the singing thing and beat you. He could.
Yeah. So
he can't do it to Kendrick.
He can do it to anybody. He can do it to Kendrick. He can do it to everybody.
He can't do it to everybody.
Didn't do it.
He tried. Because he tried. He tried. And the crazy thing is, I think that was Drake's best effort.
So as our resident Jay-Z guy,
that's me.
Is that enough to get him to come out?
No.
If that was a shot,
no. I already told you Jay-Z's dropping an album.
You're not getting Drake. You're not getting Jay-Z to come out back to the booth with a throwaway line. You would have to directly say his name. Like you have to say his name and he'll appear.
He would have to say something like, "You don't want it with Drake, asshole. You don't want it with Drake."
Yeah, he would literally have to say Jay-Z. He would have to say Sean Corey Carter, born December 4th, 1976. He would have to go that far.
I don't know because Kanye did it. And Jay didn't even give Kanye anything either. So.
But see, that's the thing. Jay feels differently about Kanye than he does about I think if Kanye did something now, I think when Jay does drop an album, there will be mad Kanye slights. Like I think half the album, like you got to see what he said about his kids.
I saw what he said.
So I think if anything, like the next Jay album, you're gonna hear so many slights towards Kanye West. It's gonna be ridiculous. I think up until that time, Jay felt bad for Kanye, so he didn't do that. He did it out of loyalty and love for him. Like think about the people that Jay-Z's had real love for. He never really dissed them. Even the disses that he had for Beanie Siegel, they weren't real disses. He never like really dissed Beanie Siegel. And he had reason to. He's never really dissed Dame Dash. He has reason to. He has never really dissed Cameron. And he hated Cameron. And he had reason to. And he didn't.
Hey, he went back at Jim Jones, though.
Sandals.
Well, I guess Beach Chair, kind of had some stuff in there.
What up, Tyrese? Yeah, man. Like,
what up, Ty?
That's it's just, I'm just saying, like, for Drake, and if Drake really wants that battle, which I don't think he does, he would have to say his name and he'll appear, I believe, in Joe Hendry.
Or has Jay-Z role reversed? Because remember, the whole thing with Nas was hey, he fell off, where he at? You know, I'm gonna get him out of his foxhole or whatever. Now Jay-Z's in that proverbial foxhole,
But
you know, being underestimated maybe.
Jay don't see Drake as a peer.
I disagree.
Jay does not see Drake as a peer.
Say more.
Because what did Jay-Z said when Drake
is peer in this era
when Drake made the comments that, oh, these people are trying to get me out of here, and they said, oh, Jay-Z is one of the people. What did Jay-Z say in his first opportunity to speak on camera? What do I look like? I'm Jay-Z.
Yeah, it's easy to say that.
It's not. No, it's not.
Easy to say that when your interviewer is a fan, so he's not going to push back.
So you think? So who do you think?
That's cool. He's Drake.
Okay, I'll ask you. I'll flip the question. Who do you think would ask Jay-Z that question? He'd give him a different answer.
Somebody like Ebro, somebody like Charlemagne, anybody that's old enough.
You don't think Jay-Z would tell Ebro?
Our age would not be.
You don't think Jay-Z would tell Ebro, "I am Jay-Z"?
And Ebro would be like, "Yeah, that's cool, but this."
Okay, cool. And then he'd say, "Okay, and I've done this, 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 and I've done this."
Run a company successfully as far as rap goes. What is
more number one albums than any artist of all time?
Okay, more number one albums, but how many singles? How many hits? It's a tit for tat.
More number one albums than anyone all time. You can add any other accolades you want. You can't stop mine.
Okay.
I'm the richest rapper of all time. I'm the richest rapper of all time.
If we bring up Grammys and American Music Awards and all that stuff, it can go back and forth.
No. Jay-Z has more. No, Jack. Jay-Z has more Grammys, American Music Awards. Name them than Drake does. What's Drake's main complaint? That he doesn't get Grammys.
Well, he used Grammys as a doorstop.
Yeah, I was going to say use as a doorstop. So he
that's
made
my point. But that's my point. Jay-Z has more, all of these things.
On the same level.
They're not. I don't see you. If I don't see you as a peer, I don't see you as a peer.
Okay.
No matter what, and I'll say I'll take Bron off because I don't want to do Michael Jordan Bron. But there is nothing that anybody will do that will say that Michael Jordan will say that person is on my level.
Hey, look, I don't want to do the. I don't even want to bring those names up. Those are dangerous.
Okay, I'll ask you a different name. You love this name. Do you think Michael Jordan thinks Kobe Bryant was on his level?
Yes. Are you serious?
Okay.
You're a hater, so of course you're not going to agree.
Okay. I'm not. This is not a hater thing. I'm asking you.
Think Michael Jordan doesn't think Kobe's on the same level as him? When Michael said out of his mouth, the only person that is even on my level is Kobe.
No, he said the only one that's close to me. He said the only person that's close to me is Kobe.
He said Kobe could beat me because he stole all my moves. Those are exact words.
He said the only person would have a chance. He said the only person that would have a chance against me is Kobe. It's because he stole all my moves.
You gotta let the hate.
You have to listen to what people say.
You gotta let the hate go.
That's all you gotta do. If you just listen to the words that people use, it will help you tremendously.
Kobe would beat me.
Jack, sorry.
You know you have a phone, right? You know you have a phone. You know you can pull it up.
I got a phone. No, you pull it up because I know.
I don't need to pull it up. I'm not wrong. That's the difference. You asked me a question, I answered it.
We got 2-5 right here. Don't yell over me in front of our audience. Don't do that. All right, while we're doing that, if you're excited about the new Drake album, make sure you go ahead and answer our poll.
Thanks, Claymore. Appreciate you, bro.
Answer number one in the chat if you are excited. Can I help produce the pod if that's okay with you, Jack? Thank you. If you are excited about the new Drake album, please type 1 in the chat. If you're not excited, type 2 in the chat. We're trying to get a poll to see how many people are thing. And the question my question wasn't, do I think Kobe was on Michael Jordan's level? My question was, does Michael Jordan think Kobe was on his level? Because the question was, does Jay-Z think that Drake is on his level? Which I do not think that Jay-Z believes Drake to be on his level. Period.
No, the real question is, do you believe that Kobe is on Michael Jordan's level?
Yeah,
I have Kobe as a top 10 basketball player of all time.
You already know what the answer to that is. We don't need to rehash that.
Why?
I have Michael Jordan as the second greatest basketball player of all time.
Is it because of playoff success? Because as we look at the playoffs right now, you know what I'm saying?
Segue.
Victor Wembanyama is back. He came out with a vengeance, 16 points in the first quarter after, not getting suspended for elbowing the shit out of somebody. So, are y'all as excited for this potential Spurs OKC series as I am?
Yes. I want to see Chet Holmgren and Wemby.
Yeah, I wanted to see that series since the beginning of the year.
And I want to see.
Okay.
Nah, I've been stomping on you. My bad.
After you, sir. After you, sir.
All right, cool, I'll take it. Anyway, so I do. I want to see. Shea. I would actually like to see him get the right calls and not this whole like D Wade 0.0 calls where he just jumps into people and there's no offensive fouls and everybody keeps talking about how great Shea is, but he's good. Don't get me wrong, but like, how many times are you gonna jump into somebody because the refs show you so much love? That's annoying to me, man. Like, I haven't been watching basketball, and now that I am watching basketball, Shea is the only player so far that's pissing me off. Even James Harden is showing up. And you know,
James Harden brought it back last night. I don't know.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Hey, no. But the crazy part is that OKC is good enough to just bust you without all that. Because that was the complaint, right? The Laker fans were talking about, look at these calls, the refs are against us. And to them, I was like, yo, now y'all know how the rest of the NBA feel when they play y'all. But anyway, so game 3 came. Lakers get 25 free throws. OKC only gets 10. OKC wins the game by 23. We don't need to talk about free throws no more.
Yeah. That Lakers series, I said on the last episode we did that I thought the Lakers would lose every game in that series by at least 15. And I think they did all except for the last one.
Yeah.
I don't think any real fan of the Lakers thought that they were going to win anything.
Well,
I mean, to be fair, Luka wasn't there. Yeah, Luka wasn't there too.
Yeah, it's a bad matchup without Luka specifically, but just in general, I just think, and I've said this all year, I think OKC is the best team in the league by far. I don't think another team's close to them. The closest one.
Not even the New York Knicks.
Not even the New York Knicks. No, I don't think they're close. I don't think it's close. I think they blow everybody out of the water except for the Spurs. I think the Spurs series goes 6 or 7 games, and then everything else they walk through. They walk through everybody else.
So if you had to say, because tomorrow is game 6, of course, if you were going to give Minnesota a shot to finish off or to come back and win this series against the Spurs, how would they do it?
Wemby would have to get injured or ejected again. He'd have to elbow more people. But if Wemby's in the game, Ant would have to go crazy, and Julius Randle would have to have the defending series of his life for the rest of the series.
Okay, yeah, that ain't happening. So, game 6 tomorrow, Cleveland takes the 3-2 lead against Detroit. The series has officially begun because, they say a series doesn't start until the road team wins a game. So Cleveland went into Detroit last night, down 9 with about 2:30 left, and outscored the Pistons 23-10 the rest of the way. If you're the Pistons, can you go into Cleveland tomorrow night and win where no one else has in the playoffs so far?
Is Donovan Mitchell still on that team?
He is.
Then they have a chance of winning.
Oh, damn. The Spider. Oh, what's up with Spider, man?
Donovan Mitchell is. I told you, there's a few dudes out here that are empty buckets.
Okay.
Donovan Mitchell, Devin Booker, as of late, KD. These are dudes that just go out there, get you a bunch of points, but they don't really matter in the high. Like at the end of the game, it doesn't matter what they do. They just add buckets, but they're not really game changers. Donovan Mitchell's been like this his whole career.
You know what? You're right. But the Washington Wizards matter.
All right.
Draft lottery, stand up, number 1 draft pick. Number 1 draft pick. Welcome to DC, AJ DeBoncha. Come on in here and bring this. Yeah, I know. So, we've had the number 1 pick twice, at least, that I can remember off the top of my head. Kwame Brown and John Wall. So, 1 out of 2, I guess, isn't so bad. But, Rez, as the resident Duke fan,
right?
How do you feel about Cameron Boozer? And, what team in the lottery do you think he would go to and make an impact?
Cam. So Cameron Boozer is an interesting person. I think, and I've said this on the pod, I think as a resident Duke fan that Cam needs another year. I don't think that he's shown on the collegiate level that he's ready for the next stage, even though I know he won, the best college player and the best player in college basketball award and all that. But it's just in key times, he just has this way of falling down and weird stuff happening. He just is not that guy yet. I think with another year of polishing, he could really be a beast. I think, and I also don't think he has, at least in the tourney, he didn't show that engine that I wanted to see from him. I didn't see like, we need a bucket, I'm going to get the bucket, and you're not going to stop me from getting the bucket. I think he deferred way too much, and not in a way that's like, ooh, I'm making wise passes, I'm not making the best basketball play. It's literally like, I'm gonna pass the ball and go hide off in the corner and wait for a 3-point shot or something like that. We don't need somebody at his size and his skill set doing that. Do I think he's going to help an NBA franchise? Absolutely. Do I think he's a number one star right now? I do not. So I hope I'm wrong, because I like what they stand for. I love the Boozers, what they've been to college basketball, all the way down from dad to him and his brother. But I would like to see him play another year. So I don't have a team specifically I think he could help right now. Somebody who needs a stretch four. He'd probably be
from
good.
From a storyline standpoint, I do love the fact that 2 of his dad's teams are picking in the top 4. Utah at number 2, Chicago at number 4. That's exactly what Jack is looking like.
Good job, Casey. Good job, Casey.
Oh, guys, I don't know about this.
So, what do you guys think about Draymond Green trying to take on everybody?
I think Draymond has a great career in whatever entertainment avenue he chooses going forward. I think that Draymond is showing everybody that he has a personality that can carry him. He started his own podcast. Everybody complained about it, but it worked out. Then, now he's on here going back and forth with Austin Theory. Okay.
Austin Theory? Dang, it's crazy.
Then, what I'm saying?
The hell was in that cigar?
Hey, dog. Then he's talking about Chuck, and now he's on the roast of Kevin Hart, and he's still showing everybody he's got a little personality. So I think he's building himself up to have a great career after the NBA is over with. However, when it comes to him versus the world, I think what he said against Austin Rivers was cool. Like, I don't have a problem with their little tit for tat, their little spats. At the end of the day, Austin Rivers could say, Draymond got into a lucky situation and all that kind of stuff, but like he's a core member of that Golden State team, and they don't win those championships without him. A lot of people just keep pretending that Draymond is just, he was just carried, and it's like, bro, no, he did amazing things that you don't necessarily see translate to stats on the paper.
All right, there's our first pretend. Take a shot.
Uh-oh. We don't got to pretend like.
You know what I'm saying? No, I think that part is absolutely correct. And I would even venture to say that Draymond kind of saved Steph Curry's career in a lot of ways, because you remember Steph was Mr. Bad Ankles, missing all the games, because of the heavy load trying to be the point guard. And Draymond stepped into that position. Took the ball up the court, set the screens. He took a lot of stress off of Steph's legs. So obviously, like, Draymond will never be the basketball player that Steph is. So don't try to say that I said something that I didn't say. That's first of all. But Draymond is the heart of the Warriors. There is no Warriors without Draymond. Now, for his comment with Charles Barkley, that's where he needs to fall back, because you averaging a triple single about 4 or 5 years running now. When Charles was in Utah, he was still, Houston, he was still 16-12. Draymond would die to average 16-12 right now. So show some damn respect. That's number 2. Number 3, Steve Kerr came back. The Warriors are locked and loaded, I guess. Jimmy Butler's going to come back. But Draymond, when you talk as much as somebody like Draymond does, you have a ability to say very dumb things. So I just chalk that up as a very dumb thing that Draymond tried to get off.
Fair enough. I definitely think, it's weird to me how people react. So twofold for me, right? So I think about the fact that people react to Charles Barkley in a very interesting way. Anytime Charles Barkley talks trash to them, it's usually something to do with They usually respond if he says something to somebody they don't like. They usually respond with, "Well, you have no rings," or "You are fat." Essentially, those are the two responses that you get when it comes to Charles Barkley. Now, it can be true that Charles Barkley talks too much trash, and but as an individual talent, you're not gonna find 50 guys that played basketball over the history of basketball better than Charles Barkley. You just won't. You may not find 40. You may not find 30.
You might not find 30.
You might not find 25.
You might not find 25. So that man in his time had quite the career. And even in his Houston Rocket days, he wasn't MVP Charles Barkley, but he was a formidable force. I want to say he averaged 20.
He was better on that team than Scottie was.
12 that year. I want to say 20-something 14. That's what it was. With the Houston Rockets. So
he was more important than Scottie, man. So
you can't come at Charles Barkley as Draymond Green as an individual talent and have that conversation. You can talk about team success. He can't do that with you with the team success, but as an individual talent, you can't do that with Charles Barkley. You just can't. So
yeah.
Go
ahead.
Like you can build Charles Barkley out with he lost to Michael Jordan in the final. Like it's not like he just lost to a scrub. So.
No, we don't care about that.
No, you don't care about that.
I don't care about that. Don't tell me who you lost to. Tell me who you beat.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? To be the man, woo! You gotta beat the man. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to hear none of that. Like, and all these people been telling me for years, Carmelo ran into Kobe. All that tells me is that he wasn't that dude. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear about none of that. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta beat who in front of you, my guy.
But and I love Carmelo, so don't take that as disrespect. You know what I'm saying? But look, the playoffs are going on. We've been talking about it. ESPN don't be trying to talk about it though.
They don't though.
Hell no. ESPN,
what they be talking about, Jack?
Hey, I bet you today they talked about LeBron and how he was eliminated, and LeBron and Bronny being the father-son duo, and what are the Lakers' plans for the offseason going forward? And then they probably gave you like 10 seconds of, Spurs, Wemby, probably still talking about his elbow. Can Wemby have self-control going forward? Is this going to become a thing? And then they probably talked about Shea and MVP Shea, and then they migrated, maybe sprinkled in some NFL talk because the schedules came out, so they probably talked about that. And that's probably like that's a good 2 hours for first take. That's 2 hours right there. LeBron by itself, 40 minutes.
You might have more topics than they had. I know that they probably damn sure didn't talk about Pistons and Cavs.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think. That's what I think.
I used to be the biggest ESPN fan in the world. I remember when I was a kid, like we would literally like wake up, and before we went to school, we had to watch SportsCenter. Like we had to watch the whole thing. Like I'd wake up, my alarm would go off, and I had to be out the house right before right after the top 10 plays ended. So I would have to be like walking out the house when they got to 1. And I remember ESPN being the place that reported the news. They told you what happened in the games. They told you what was the important things, important storylines to focus in on. They exposed you to so many different sports. You think back to, ABC's Wild World of Sports, where they introduced you to different sports from different countries. Like there was an effort for that. Chris Berman had the specific focus on baseball and making sure he was telling you what was happening in baseball. You had the people that, were the basketball people. You had Stuart Scott that made everything just seem so cool. And it was about reporting the sports. And somewhere down the line, one of their arguing shows hit. And they decided they should just be the show where people go to argue about the exact same 5 topics over and over and over again. And I understand that ESPN has a responsibility to, sell these revenue dollars, and people want to, hear about the Cowboys, and they want to hear about LeBron James, and they want to hear about the Lakers, and they want to hear about the Yankees, if you're talking about baseball at all, which they don't. But there are other fans in the world, right? There are other fans in the world. There are other topics in sports that they could talk about, and they don't. They don't even try. They don't even attempt it. Like even their NBA segments, I want to say if you're watching, even in the NFL offseason, you're still going to get 20 minutes of NFL programming about nothing. in the NFL offseason. It's crazy to me. So I don't understand. Like I think with people like me who just want to hear, like who really want to learn about the sport. I became a sports lover because I learned on ESPN as a kid. If I just watched ESPN now, I would just know about the Lakers, and I'll just know about the Lakers and LeBron, what LeBron's doing. I would know about the big names. I wouldn't know about anything else. And that's a disservice to sports in general, which is why sports ratings are going down, except for the NFL. All sports ratings are going down across the board. You got to do better. So yeah, I'm sick of ESPN. I don't watch it. I don't watch anything when it comes to sports take. First take, I'll tap in on Get Up every once in a while, and I don't even mention anything else. So yeah, I don't watch any of that.
Yeah, we miss you, John Saunders. Am
For
I
sure.
the only person? Am I the only person upset about these NFL schedules?
Yes, because you're a Commander. You're a Redskin. Loser.
You damn right I'm a Commander.
Who said it? We said it.
I'm
trying to, what you talking about, man?
I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out who's responsible for this hot mess.
Man, Hot Mess Express. I don't see it. I just see the Washington Commanders starting 0-5. They get to go overseas, get their ass whooped, come back, get their ass whooped.
Hey,
Hold on. Lindsay, you're a Rams fan. You're a Rams fan. Okay, you got to let your husband catch all this heat.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, state your teams in the comment section. Who you like?
Yeah, who your teams? Who your teams?
Man.
Where you at?
Like, so for those of you uninitiated right now, let me run through this real quick.
Oh, here we go.
At Philadelphia, at Dallas, which is, really Arlington, Seattle, then overseas. I don't care about that because we're going to beat the Colts. You know what I mean? That's in Tottenham Stadium. Then
Y'all gonna beat the Colts? Hey,
read my lips.
Hey, keep going.
No new taxes.
Then we go to Jersey to play the Giants.
Jersey.
You know what I mean? After that, we go to Santa Clara for Monday Night Football.
Come through to Santa Clara, my guy.
You know what I'm saying? Bye week, off the bye week, Philly again, Rams the next week after that, Giants the week after that, Joe Burrow the week after that. And then I get to be like Tony Braxton and breathe again because we go to Arizona, to Tennessee, against Houston, Atlanta, at Minnesota, at Jacksonville, and Dallas. So if the first half of the schedule doesn't break them, you know what I'm saying, we could finish 5-1 in that last stretch.
It's so funny how you got to be afraid of people like Joe Burrow. That's a person that the Eagles.
I'm not afraid of no damn Joe Burrow. I was just making a point,
bro. You know what I mean? We don't.
No. See, this is no. Hold on. Whoa. No. Don't confuse it. What I'm saying is, we're talking about cumulative here. The cumulative, right? So playing the Bengals isn't that bad. Playing Dallas isn't that bad. Going to Dallas after you went to Philly, that's not ideal. You know what I'm saying? Playing the Rams the week after you play Philly, that's not ideal. So I'm not saying that we're scared of the teams individually. I'm talking about the collective.
Nah, I feel you. It sucks, bro. But I tell you,
it's some bullshit.
I tell you what, man. We got the Commanders. That's
one.
We got Tennessee.
It's two.
Thinking that ass. The Bears. I don't know. That could go. Hey, that honestly could go. You got 2-1. Okay. Rams. Spanking that ass.
2-2.
Jaguars. You got us lose to the Rams.
2-3.
You got us lose to the Jags.
2-3.
Bro. Oh yeah, the crack is powerful here. Panthers. Go ahead and say we're gonna lose to the Panthers too, right?
Oh, 3-3.
Oh, okay. Then we got the Cowboys. That could be either a dub or not.
4-3. We'll go 4. It's at home or on the road.
That one is at home.
4-3.
So we normally split with the Cowboys. We got the Commanders again. By week 8, y'all won't even exist.
4-4.
No, by week 8,
4-4.
Hey, you got it. Giants
4-4. 5-4.
Okay.
It's Oxtail.
Oxtail. Then we got the Steelers.
6-4.
Cowboys.
That's the one y'all lose.
All right.
6-5.
Cardinals, Colts.
8-5.
8-5.
Seahawks.
9-5. No, sorry, 8-6.
Well, it depends. Is it in Seattle?
It don't matter.
8-6.
Seahawks are dogs. It's at home.
8-6.
Houston.
8-6.
Houston.
9-6.
All right, now watch this fraud. Then we got San Fran week 17.
9-7.
9-7.
I don't know what you want me to do. 9-7.
Then we got the Giants.
Oh, 10-7. That's a good season.
So we're gonna go 10-3. I mean, we're gonna go. My bad.
13, what? 14-3?
Yeah, we're going 14-3. Minimum 13. Minimum 13, bro. Like you got us losing to some weirdos, bro. We're gonna lose to Dallas,
bro.
I don't.
We lose to Dallas.
I don't.
We lose to the Bears, possibly.
I got y'all losing to the Bears. I got y'all losing to Dallas. I got y'all losing to us. I got y'all losing to the Seahawks.
The Bears still might be running on y'all from last year.
Losing to the 49ers is not guaranteed because we beat y'all last year if AJ isn't a bitch. So
if my aunt had different genitalia, you know.
See, Jack, you just spoke this shit into existence. I turned my head, and the first thing I see is the Hardys.
Look at that. See, look at that. I got you. So, all right. So we start with the Rams on the road. That's gonna be a tough game. So it can go either way. Us on the road, so I'll say we lose the first game. We lose to the Rams and
They said y'all gonna lose.
Okay, don't do this. All right, we got the Dolphins next. That's 1-1. Cardinals 2-1. Broncos, I got us beating them 3-1. I got us beating them at home. We beat them 3-1.
We got to see how Bo start the season. You know he had that late injury.
Seahawks in game 5 on the road, we losing. So that's 3-2. We got the Doors. I got us winning that 4-2. Falcons, October 25th. I have to be in Atlanta for work on October 27th. What's that?
You'll be there.
That's a win.
All right, I'll hit up Mr. Logical and have him meet you down there.
Oh, do it. Bye. So where are we at now? Well, that's at 4. Is that 4-2?
4-2.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4-2. Yeah. Raiders 5-2. Cowboys 6-2. Vikings 7-2. Seahawks at home 8-2.
Oh.
Giants
9-2.
9-2. Rams at home 10-2.
You hear this?
Chargers. We're gonna lose to the Chargers in LA.
Like I respect the fandom, but damn.
Chargers. Chiefs. Chiefs in a down year. Mahomes still ain't back. That's a win. Eagles at home. That's a win. Cardinals. That's a win. Get off me.
I just want to know in that 49er Raider game, which fan base sends more people to the hospital?
We haven't been fighting recently.
That's because y'all ain't played the Raiders recently.
No, since they left Oakland.
You can't afford to fight the Raiders with your players and the way they're built. Y'all gonna mess around and have 3
No. It's not on the field. It's in the stands, dog.
Oh,
we haven't been fighting. It hasn't been fighting recently.
If
we're at home.
If the world shows anything, then the Raiders should beat San Fran fans.
No, they can't. We're too deep. Pause. Like we are like we
trying
are.
to go deep.
That's crazy. No, but seriously, like this schedule works out really well for us. The only thing that stops us in this schedule here is injuries. If we can stay healthy, God, listen, I don't pray much on this podcast. I need to talk to God. You give me a second. This is my Jesus. I don't talk to you much on this podcast. I never bring you into sports. But here in front of all these people, in front of a live audience, I'm asking for one thing and one thing only. Keep 90% of my team healthy. 90%. So if we start with 22 players, I just need less than 4 players, less than 4 injuries from our starting lineup from day one. And let's see what we can do. And don't make one of the 4 Brock Purdy. That's the second ask I'll ask. Just let's see what happens. That's all I'm asking. But I like our chances. I see us losing 4 games tops this year.
You got y'all beating the Broncos. Like, hey, whatever. 2-5 segue.
Like I said,
quarterback?
Bo Nix got hurt in that playoff game.
Who's the Broncos quarterback?
We'll see.
Jared Stidham.
The only thing worse than Jared Stidham is Minninghausen.
Dog. No, but see, do you think I'm off 2-5? Do you think I'm tripping? Like, just based on the schedule? What do you think? Am I way off or what?
I mean, it sounds not that dissimilar from last year's schedule. You know what I mean? As far as how it sets up. Yeah. So I can definitely
y'all losing what 2 or 4? 3 games.
I feel pretty
no more than 4 games.
Yeah, I was going to say if they stay healthy.
Yeah,
I think you have to start the bar at 12-5 if they stay healthy.
Yeah, 13-4 is way within reach. If we split with Seattle, we split with the Rams, that's 2.
Even if y'all get them.
Yeah,
all right.
Like,
you know what?
Doug, yeah, like.
All right. I top end, I'll give you 5 losses.
I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think that's if everything falls apart and me and God's agreement don't work out.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, y'all fell apart last year, and y'all did what most teams can't.
And we still somehow
and somehow they left Philly in January, didn't they?
Sure did. Sure did.
We also had AJ Brown, Mr. Always Open, always drops it. So let's not even talk.
All right, so let me try this again.
Okay, sorry.
They dropped it with Minninghausen.
So Backlash was cool, right? Backlash. You know, for all
listen up, Casey.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Where Casey at?
I don't got an overdrop yet.
You know what I'm saying? But we had Backlash. I don't think we actually did a Backlash get together. I don't think anybody went to anybody's house for Backlash. It wasn't a pay-per-view. We didn't.
Wait, we did talk about Backlash. I just realized.
We did.
No, we didn't. Because I was thinking about Trick. So. Isn't that where Trick? Where did Trick win the title?
Just get over that game. Hey.
No, Trick won the title at the previous one at WrestleMania.
Okay, all right, great.
So Backlash was 2-5. I mean, wow, 5-2 versus Roman. Then we got Rhea and Jay. No. What did we get at Backlash? Shit, I don't even know, man. It was long.
So Io and Asuka. Remember Asuka's moment?
Io and Asuka finally got the match.
Yeah. Okay.
Great match. Yeah. Great match. Can I just one real quick for that?
No, John Cena hosted.
Salute to Asuka.
Salute to Asuka.
Trick Williams and Sammy
again.
Over
we had Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker. To start
that was a
the
good
show.
Match. Yeah, that was good. That was actually good.
And you know, I just got one request. Speaking of praying, can Seth Rollins never ever do that? I'm gonna counter the spear into the pedigree move again.
That was awful.
Well, he just didn't grab the arms, but like
he didn't do anything. He just stood
still
there.
Whack either way.
It looked dumb.
Like first of all, if somebody's spearing you and you do that, it should hurt your nuts or something.
Nah, he caught him just right. Thunder thighs.
That was an awful. I didn't like that match.
Awful.
I didn't like that match.
I did like the match. And I think the right person won. You know what I mean? Like, we got to start taking Braun seriously. I don't mean that from the standpoint of I'm a fan of his, but I'm just saying, like, we keep talking about this and we'll get more into it when we get to the Roman Reigns part of this. But you know what I mean? You got to start establishing these dudes some way, somehow, somewhere. You know what I mean? And what better way than to beat Seth Rollins at a PLE?
Yeah, but I think you also have to put the matches together with it. I think you can't just build somebody by them winning. Like they have to have something with.
That's what they're doing with Oba.
It's different with Oba though. It's different with Oba
because Oba's got the matches.
Oba's supposed to be a domineering force. Like he's supposed to be that. So it makes sense to have Oba just be this brolic, unbeatable thing. But what I don't like is the Danhausen thing. Like, I thought it was funny, but having the Minninghausen and all that stuff, like, you know, I get it. It was a goofy match, you know, but I'm just not here for that. That's not for me.
I said it in the beginning. I'm going to say it again. Once they got to the point where they're like, oh, we're going to have him come out and wrestle, and then he's going to say, you are cursed, and that's how he wins the match, I was going to be out. guess what I am, y'all? I'm out.
Yeah, at the very least, they got to bring Lil B to reverse the curse.
Yeah, something.
You know, but Oba, the open challenge. And, you know, my man went to Gorilla and just pulled people out of there and was like, you're going to have this match. Yay or nay?
I hate open challenges. I hate open challenges because, and me and 2-5 talked about this earlier this week. What makes wrestling is the storylines, right? It's the fact that we believe that these people hate each other so much that they want to get in the ring and destroy each other. Or these people are both so skilled at the art of wrestling that we're going to have a build up to seeing a great match. What we are instead getting is people going into the middle of the ring and saying, oh, I'm going to do an open challenge with people that I don't have any storylines with. There's no other reason for me to wrestle these people, and we're not getting great matches. That's not helpful. And I hate that John Cena started this thing with the open challenges. I wish it would stop, but it won't, because they are like committed to honoring John Cena in every way possible, which gets me to what Rajon hates for today's episode is every single reference to John Cena that's happened in the past year. We got people whose finishing moves have now turned into John Cena's moves. We got R-Truth, who's coming out as John Cena as a black man.
Ron Cena, yeah.
Ron Cena. We got the new John Cena belt challenge that they're trying to put out there. I'm sick of it. Either come wrestle or stay away from wrestling. But I don't need remnants and Cena crumbs just laying around.
Get him, Jack.
First of all, your disrespect to John Cena is crazy. But you like to disrespect greatness. You know, that's what you do. That's your thing. You know, you don't like greatness. You like mediocre and, you know, what everybody else likes. You know, that's why you like Shawn Michaels so much.
I like,
but
no,
you
what everybody else likes.
Did your thing.
Okay. Who's the most popular wrestler of this last 20 years?
John Cena.
So what everybody else likes is what? What everybody else likes, based on what you just said, is what? Who's the most popular wrestler of the last 20 years?
No. You're not.
All right, there we go. Thank you. Try it again.
Yeah, you tried it. Tried it. It's okay. Anyway, But anyway, Io Sky and Asuka, you know, they had a great match. Wanted Kyrie. Obviously, she's gone. Asuka's leaving. She broke character, gave Io a big old hug. You know, it was great. Cool beans. Fast forwarding through all the foolishness, the John Cena stuff, and Rez's hate. We had Roman Reigns and Fatu. Hey, we don't need to talk about all the other shit. We had Roman Reigns versus Fatu. Fatu beat the shit out of Roman Reigns. He said Roman got lucky and won. Now Jacob refuses to acknowledge this man, and now we will continue to watch Jacob assault Roman for weeks on weeks until I don't know, because at this point it's just anger. Now they've made Fatu so good that the Usos can't fight him, and Roman keeps getting choked out.
No, so this is the thing, right? How many times did Roman hit Jacob with that chair?
Like 4. And he just got
no. It was like 9. And then my man just got up and was like, I ain't scared of those Scooby snacks.
Yeah,
give me that neck. You know what I'm saying? Put him in the Tongan pause. Put him in the Tongan grip. You know what I mean? And I don't even know where the Tongan grip came from, right? Like, you know, like this just came out of nowhere. No, I know what the Tongan grip is.
The dude has existed in wrestling for almost 2 years. He's existed in WWE for at least 2 years, and he just unleashed his unstoppable move a month ago. Dog, stop it, dog.
Yo, again, Rez hates.
But see, this goes back to what I was talking about earlier. Now I can talk about it. Like, so this is the problem, right? Because Roman's the champ. We went through this for 3 or 4 years. And during that time, they didn't make anybody look good. They didn't make anybody a threat to Roman for real. You know what I'm saying? Now, Jacob Fatu's obviously not going to win the title. But you can still make him look strong, which they're going a little overboard with, I admit. But you got to establish somebody at some point. It can't just be Roman's just going to walk through everybody, and now we don't even have a reason to watch this stuff.
Go ahead, Jack. Don't look away. Don't look away. Answer.
My answer is hey, bro, I like it. I'm here for it. I don't mind them building up Oba. Fatu. Honestly, what I wouldn't mind is Roman losing to Jacob and then Jacob getting the shit beat out of him by Oba. That way, because Jacob looks so dominant, then you have Oba come in and be like, nah, you think you're dominant. Wow. Give me my title. And then you have Roman his way up to try
Oba
to get
and Jacob is a nasty main event. That is nasty.
What does that match even look like? Like, what does that match even look like? Like, seriously.
Well, first of all, you pretend that like Jacob Fatu can't wrestle.
That's a second pretend. Second pretend.
He can't wrestle.
Second pretend.
He just like, what is he doing in there? There's nothing. He's just running around.
What is he doing? You seen a snapmare take over? You seen some arm bars?
Did he hit somebody in the solar plexus?
There we go.
Does he even have a good submission hold? That's serious. Does he even have a good submission hold?
Yeah, the talking death grip.
He just started doing it a month ago.
You wouldn't know. You don't watch him.
Okay, I'll stay. Okay, cool. Let's do it this way. Did you see him do it before a month ago?
No, I saw him whoop ass a month ago.
Yes or no? Did you see him do
get Roman on the ground? So he had to get something else going.
Okay, let me ask you this. He's been around for at least 2 years, almost 2 years now.
Asking me any more things.
How many matches?
Next, bro, we're done with this.
No. We're having this is a podcast. People are watching. They're being entertained by us. So stay with me.
All right.
I know I talk quickly. I'm gonna slow down some for you. All right. So I got you. So who have you seen? Okay. Was he undefeated before he fought Roman Reigns?
No.
Had he lost one match before he faced Roman Reigns?
No.
Yeah. One.
I think he lost more than one.
Two?
Maybe
two.
Three?
Maybe two.
Win three.
Three? He hadn't lost three. You don't think he lost three?
No.
Okay. So almost 2 years, didn't lose 3 matches. So he's pretty much the abominable snowman.
Yeah.
Didn't he have the U.S. title?
Yes. No, see, look, even
what happened to the U.S. title?
He lost it. And you're like, we got some technical difficulties
also,
over there.
like you're losing voice. What's going on?
It ain't working.
So you see, the internet doesn't want to hear him say things.
Title in a match, right? He lost it. He lost U.S. title, right?
Yes, he did lose the U.S. title in a match. Yes, he did. And and he also had an unsanctioned match at WrestleMania where there was no blood.
Well, he did. That was trash.
Wasn't he in the Elimination Chamber 1 year?
I don't believe so.
All right, sorry. Let me switch.
You'll have to look that up. I don't believe so. But where's Dragunov? Damn it!
Hey, stop it! Stop it! Stop it right now!
No, so
stop it.
so if Jacob Fatu won the title, would it be okay? They shocked us, or would it be what the hell are they doing?
I would say they shocked us. Personally, I would like it because it's something new.
Is this better?
Just fresh. Just give me something fresh.
Yes.
If you can do Mick Foley with the championship, why can't Fatu have a championship? You know what I'm saying? If you can give Snitsky the championship, why can't Fatu have it? Like
Snitsky ain't have no damn championship.
I think you sort of just made my point though. With Mick Foley, how long was Mick Foley in wrestling before he won a title?
Yeah, but Mick Foley sucks.
At least 6 years.
How long? Mick Foley was a lifer. He was already Cactus Jack. He was Mankind. He was all those things before he won a title. Like I thought he won a major title.
Yeah,
they owed it to him.
before he won a major title. So like it took a long matter of fact, it was such big news. Remember? It was such big news that they announced during the WCW match, oh, don't even turn over there because Mick Foley's gonna win the title. He had never won the title.
Well, that wasn't an announcement. That was let's shit on them.
That was them trying to. Right. But I'm saying, but remember, but that story is that it backfired because people were like, oh my God, Mick Foley's finally going to win the title. We're going to go to Monday Night Raw and watch him win the title for the first time. And everybody rushed the ring, and so we're so happy that he won the title because of how long it took him to get the title, which goes back to my second issue with Jacob Fatu. You can't keep saying, oh, I was grinding. I was grinding in from the grind house with the grinders and the grinders just me by myself. One pillow, no pillowcase.
7 kids.
Yes, you were doing crimes. That's called crime. That's not trying to get the WWE title. He was doing crime. He was criming.
Seven kids is a lot of grinding. He wasn't lying about that.
Him and the Bellas was doing the same grinding plan. Like that's it. Like Don't give me, oh, I was grinding so hard. Nobody was working as hard as I was working. You've been in the WWE 2 years, my boy.
I mean, I feel you. I just feel like I like Jacob. So if you don't like Jacob, I respect it. I get why you.
I don't dislike Jacob. I just want to also debut my new cup for everybody.
Well, for those of you watching, Let's Say More for the first time, I would advise you to go back about 2 episodes and watch these guys talk about the Michael Jackson movie. Now they're going to tell you why Chris Brown is not Michael Jackson.
Oh, nigga, no, I'm not going to tell you that. That's crazy. Come to Michael Jackson, and anybody that disagrees with it can sit on it and spin. Anyway, what I will say is the difference between Chris Brown and Michael Jackson is Michael Jackson gave you a different album every time, and the new album that he gave you was always fire and always something that you were like, oh, hold up. I didn't even know my ears wanted to hear shit like this. That's
no words of disagreement. No words of disagreement.
That is the biggest difference. Me and Rez can argue all day, but I think one thing we wholeheartedly agree is Michael Jackson is the tip of the fucking spear.
Like, tip of the spear.
Brown, I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. You came out with Brown. You came out with the grown man look. You're on Twitter and Instagram or whatever saying like, y'all say I make the same song. All right, bet. Watch this. You give us the Sinners timeless song. You go and grab Tank and
Leon Thomas.
And it's like, oh, yo, Chris is doing something different. Nah. We get on there, and before I say this, I don't want y'all to think that I'm saying that the album is bad. Chris Brown doesn't make bad music. Let's just put that out there. He does not make bad music. However, you can still make repetitive music, and it's not bad. But at the end of the day, Chris Brown has given us Indigo since Indigo. Everything that came out on the album, you can go and get it from Indigo. And that's the thing. Like, it's like, yo, Breezy is so dope that you just listen to it and it's like, yo, this is fire. However, I've heard this. And if I didn't hear this, I've heard something so similar that I don't really need this. I can just go and listen to the song that's my favorite.
You hear that, Iceman?
Yeah, even down to the way he records. Because maybe it's not the same song, but the mic sounds like the exact same mic that he used. The EQing sounds like the exact same EQing. The auto-tune sounds like the exact same auto-tune. The producer sounds like the exact same producer. Jack, you said something earlier that makes a lot of sense. It sounds like Chris Brown's, at some point in his life, went into the studio and recorded 100 songs, like within a month. And they decided, I'm just going to put those out over the next 10 years. It really feels like that. There's going to be an Afrobeat song. There's going to be some heal the world stuff that doesn't sound like he's trying to tell you to heal the world. There's going to be like some kind of EDM-ish style things going to be in there. He's going to feature the top rappers that are in the game. Like, it's the same stuff. It's the same formula.
I never want to hear Sexy Red on a Chris Brown album. Ever. Actually, I don't want to hear Sexy Red ever again. Like, what do y'all do? I don't want to hear
Sexy Red.
Why is she? Why is she here? More on that later, but keep going.
But shout out to Glorilla. Glorilla's verse was fire on that album.
Yeah, Glo did good.
Yeah. 2-5, you got on your grown man jacket. What did you think of the album?
Yeah, you look like
so
Brown.
You look like
Brown.
I'll be sure.
Look brown.
I'll be sure coming back.
So I was a little disappointed. You know what I mean? Especially listening to y'all, you know, and listening to the JBP, the Joe Budden podcast, that is.
Joe Budden podcast.
You know, hype him up as if like he's about to just deliver us from Eve or something. And, you know, when I listen to it, like you said, good music. You can't take nothing away from it. I will never say, hey, this is trash, this is garbage, you know, whatever the case may be. But he don't really make music that I want to hear anymore.
Yeah.
Like I don't think he's fallen off. That's the crazy part about it. Because usually you listen to people, right? Like even as a Nas fan, right? There were times where I was like, this just ain't the same. You know what I'm saying? But I rocked with it because that was my favorite rapper. You know what I'm saying? So Chris Brown ain't at a point where it's like I don't want to hear his music anymore because it's still good. It's just not. It just doesn't grab me anymore.
I think this is the thing that we all neglect, all of us, because I think it's the time that we live in as well. But Chris is a legacy at this point. He's a legacy act.
He is. Yeah.
At this point, Chris is technically in his Kanye era, where it's like he's dropping music, but like we're not waiting for it. It just happens that R&B.
These Chris is invincible and
right.
like dangerous, invisible. Yeah.
Right now that you as a consumer, you don't see really big R&B stars anymore. So Chris Brown, when you hear R&B or you think R&B today in 2026, if somebody tells you give me an R&B artist, you're gonna say Chris Brown. Because there is nobody that's come out and taken that spot. Leon is doing it, but Leon, nobody knows, but Leon is Chris's age.
Yeah.
So like, who's the young dude? You know what I'm saying? We got the Lucky Days and the Giveons and all these other non-singing niggas.
Isaiah Huron.
Shout out to Isaiah, Greenville's own. Mr. Love Bomb in your telephones right now, Mr. Love Bomb.
We should know these people, but we don't. But they give us people like Giveon and people like who's the toxic dude that everybody like? Brent Fires. Brent Fires is so trash, but everybody likes him. He can't sing to save his life, but they love this toxic ass nigga. It's just like, all right, bro. Like we don't have any R&B to carry the future. Speaking of, Kehlani's
top
album,
level. Yeah.
Rez didn't really like it, but her album.
I didn't love it. No, I didn't like the first half. Remember, I said the second half does have a run in it. It has a run in the second half. It's just, and I don't know if I'm gonna get to the Chris Brown. And this is the problem with the really long album. Oh, yeah, I got to the first 4 or 5 songs of the Kehlani album, and I was like, I'm gonna finish it because it's still a short album. I got to the first 7 songs of the Chris Brown album, and was like, and there's another 20 songs. I'm never gonna hear those 20 songs. And so my thing with the Chris, just to go back briefly to Chris Brown, is if it's not that Chris Brown, he's not falling off. It's just that he's locked himself into a sound right now that it's not gonna attract him new listeners. Yeah. You're either gonna be a Chris Brown fan, and you like Ice and Joe, like they can give Ice and Joe that same album he can give them for the next 20 years, and they'll be fine.
That's because you need to go outside.
Well, no, that's the thing.
Touch grass, my boy.
Right? Chris Brown, after like what? It was song 11. I remember Joe said after song 11, he just let that thing rock. I will say, bro, like Slow Jams is good. Except on Slow Jams, Chris Brown says it's so good you can't say no. In 2026, you can't have lyrics like that, bro. Like you got to be aware.
Say no, Chris.
But what I will say is, like I told you, Rez, Breezy's giving us songs that he's recorded already, bro. He's got a 200 song, 300 song clip. And he's like,
put the song in there with it. Hey, drop that one in there.
You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of these songs, they don't sound like they're new. Like Honey Pack and Hennessy. Henny and a Honey Pack. Henny and a Honey Pack. That song definitely came out when COVID happened.
And that's like the second or third song on the album.
COVID came out, bro. Like, come on, man. Henny and a Honey Pack in 2026. Nobody even talks about honey packs anymore.
Hey, like, they talk about Kevin Hart.
Uh-oh, I see what you did there. Don't step on the segue.
Yeah, they talk about Kevin Hart. You know what I'm saying? How was it, guys? Was it too much? Just right.
So
I loved it personally.
There's two aspects I want to talk about, so we don't got to drag it. But I wanted Jack to do his thing before I get to my two aspects.
All I'm gonna say is the Kevin Hart roast was good. If you're sensitive or you're hyper woke and you're like all day, I'm always gonna love Black, and I can't pretend that anything else is not funny. It ain't for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm a different type of person. I like all comedy, whether it's racist, whether whatever you want to do. It's homophobic, xenophobic, it's racist, anti-religious. If the joke is funny, I'm gonna laugh.
Hey, you know what? Hey, you know what, Mark? I don't even really know this dude.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Anyway, it's funny though because everybody says that, and none of them jokes ever get off. Actually, you know what? I take that back. I think Shane did attack the girls. He did. He said that everybody gets talked about, and then he said girls. He's like, "Oh, y'all think we can't talk about them too?" If you don't know what the girls are,
the girls.
Look up Seth Rogen and Jerry Seinfeld and the owner of Facebook. Those are all girls. So they got curly hair, big noses. Drake. But yeah. So.
Hey, you know what? Like, all I gotta say about that is the thoughts and views.
Whoa, you right.
The thoughts of Xavier
There we
Jackson,
go, my guy.
a.k.a. Radical Jack, are not necessarily the views of Ray John Lewis or Mike Wilson. They are not. Please do not confuse the two. We are not the same. We are very different.
We're different.
Hey, all I said
I'm
was
just here, y'all.
I'm just letting y'all know what the girls are if you didn't know what the girls are.
No, you didn't need to. We cool. We got inside. We have insider lingo here at the Save That Similar podcast.
Ownership. But I will say this: the Kevin Hart roast was funny. The best parts of the roast to me were Shane Gillis. Shane Gillis is awkward, but he is funny.
I like
Cheryl Underwood killed it. She went crazy. She attacked all the white boys too because they was going hard on the black people. And Cheryl Underwood got up there and cut the white boys up. That was fire. The Rock and Kevin Hart did a good job. Everybody loved the Cat Williams thing. Personally, Cat Williams isn't one of my favorites. I think Cat is funny, but I also think that he's Chris Brown. They do the same. He does the same joke. It's always the same type of, Cat gets real dry real fast. When he gives you new material, it's cool.
Money Mike.
Jesus. My gosh. I'll pick up there. I got you.
I like what Kevin Hart did at the end. I like that Kevin Hart told his sponsors to take a pause and then he shot at everybody. I like that Kevin Hart at the end of the day gave himself love and respect for being who he is and working hard for it. I love that. So when Snoop Dogg said, "I want to thank me," and I think that everybody should take a time out sometimes to just thank themselves for being a grinder and getting you to where you wanted to be at one point in time. So that's what I
Jacob Fatu.
like.
Jack Fatu. So twofold, right? So one, I've heard lots of commentary about the racist jokes that were made by some of the panelists. I'm not somebody that's like I hear a racist joke and get like extremely offended, unless I feel like the person is actually a racist. And Kill Tony, I think Kill Tony's actually a racist.
He is actually racist.
I don't ever agree with platforming somebody that makes racist comedy that I believe to be a racist. Like, you can have a set, you're like, oh, this is how I get down and yada yada yada. But like, when I really in my heart believe that you're racist, I don't want to hear your comedy. I just don't. So Kill Tony could have been left off that. I think it would have been a lot better. And his jokes weren't that funny. They just weren't. So I wanted to talk about that. He wasn't. Like, I don't find him funny.
He was killing, bro.
I don't find Kill Tony funny at all.
No pun intended.
Yeah. But the second aspect I did want to talk about, because you already mentioned it, was the aspect about Kevin Hart and Cat Williams. I thought that was huge for comedy. I thought that was huge for black comedy because, as they said on that stage, those two guys have had real life issues over the last few years.
Yeah.
Cat Williams has been, every time that somebody's handed him a microphone, he has something negative to say about Kevin Hart. Every single time for like the last 10 years. It's been crazy. In comedy, and really the peak of it was when he did the interview with Shannon Sharp. And for Cat Williams to come out and do Kevin Hart's roast and be as funny as he was, because that was the funniest I've heard Cat since maybe the Pimp Chronicles. Like that
you're
was
the same boat I am. You don't really rock with.
I don't think he's that funny. But he, in that moment, in that spotlight, which he knows, Cat knows that's the most eyeballs that he would have gotten on his comedy, his individual comedy in a decade, maybe ever. Probably more people consumed him on that stage in that moment, and he had his best moment of his. Yeah, that's the best moment of comedy in his career. Like, I thought he smoked his set. I thought he was really funny. I thought every joke he said, Kevin, you're about to hear something that's going to confuse you. They're called punchlines. Like, doing that was dope. He said, Kevin stole my act. He said before Kevin saw my act, he was a 6'3" white man. That was hysterical. Like, there was a lot of things that he said. When he said, what would he say? He said, "This is my Riyadh, my Riyadh special." He said, "I'm the only one left with a soul." Like, it was just certain things that if you know sort of the jabs that have been out there, I just thought they were very well timed. I felt like he was on point, and I'm pretty sure if I know anything about Kevin Hart and Cat Williams, he's been pretty consistent, but I don't think he's been consistently good. Dre is the problem. Like, I don't think he's been consistently good. You tell me the last great Cat stand-up. Cat's been in North. Cat comes in North Charleston every year.
It was like the Cat Apocalypse or something like that. It was probably the last good stand-up he had. But
the last great.
That's the thing. Like, comedy is also subjective. I'm not a Cat Williams fan. I don't think Cat Williams is.
all I know is that Draymond don't hit threes.
Draymond was great.
That was hysterical.
No, Draymond was good.
A great line. That was a great line.
He was great. He was good. So Draymond, Tiana, and Regina Hall, all the people on the internet are gonna say, like, they did great. They killed. They didn't. They did all right for what they were.
Regina wasn't there for them other jokes though.
No, Regina Hall should not have been up there, period. Like, I get that she's Kevin's friend, but as a person who's sitting in an audience for comedy, they could have easily replaced her with Tiffany Haddish if we just needed a woman up there to say jokes. Because Regina Hall was up there making stank faces the whole time, mad. Like, bro, hey, take that and roll it up, bro. Like, you were up here for a comedy roast. You're going to have to just roll with the punches. Respectfully, nobody even threw a jab at her. She didn't get one joke. Not one joke was thrown her way. So I think that was dope that everybody recognized, you know what, she don't want to hear that. But I think that it was a wasted effort to have her come up there and just be stale-faced the whole time.
And shout out to Tiffany Haddish for the Sports Illustrated cover. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Big things happening in the world. You know what I'm saying? But
she's from Baltimore?
Let's take it to the Joe Budden podcast, people.
Joe Budden podcast.
Thank you to Tiffany Haddish for the cover. It's crazy, bro.
So, if you want to get into this whole cap with an uppercase, look no further than the one and only Cheyenne Bryant.
Dr.
Rez, the
Cheyenne
floor is
Bryant.
yours.
Yo, listen. So, I don't have a PhD. But you know who else doesn't have a PhD? Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. Dr. Cheyenne Bryant has as much of a PhD as Dr. Pepper and Dr. Dre. All right? The problem is this, and for those who aren't following, I'll bring you into the loop, right? So Dr. Cheyenne Bryant is a lady who is a licensed, she's a therapist, right? She says she's not a therapist.
Lifestyle guru.
She's a life coach and a lifestyle guru. No, she's not a therapist. She doesn't have licensure.
Oh, damn.
And according to her, when she was on the
Joe Budden podcast,
she said the reason she didn't pursue licensure was because that means that she would have to, she's limited in what services she can provide her clients because she'll be beholden to a board. Let me tell y'all something. If you have a therapist, you want them to have something to lose. You want them to be beholden to someone. You want them to be there to be a regulatory body that can say, hey, you are doing malpractice. What not having a licensure means is that she can tell you whatever and nobody can be held accountable to it. She can give you the worst life advice of all time, and there is absolutely no accountability to be held for it. But let's get back to why the PhD thing's important. Because she's walking around calling herself Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. Now, she has no proof of a PhD. She doesn't have a transcript. She doesn't have her dissertation. She doesn't have a certificate. She don't got a photo of her at graduation. Now, the one thing I know about people who have PhDs, and y'all may know people, I'm pretty sure I know people who have PhDs. And if you're in the comment section, you know somebody who has a PhD, you know what they'd love to do nothing other than
talk
to you
PhD.
about their PhD and show you their photos and show you their dissertation. Oh, I'm working on my dissertation. Here's my dissertation. I finished it.
Can I tell you what she said?
Go.
What?
So they asked her, like, why won't you show proof? And this is her quote: "My obedience is to God, not people. My proof is not something that I have to give individuals. My proof is already within my credentials, my degrees, and also more than my titles. It's in how effective I've been." So basically, she ain't got nothing to prove to anybody.
I would say that
End quote.
all this Cheyenne Bryant stuff, I thought she was on bullshit when she was on cam. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's how she came into the sphere. I don't know if she was known before that, but that was the first time I saw her.
But when she tried to explain her situation, she made up another lie. So she said,
she said I couldn't get my licensing, or I couldn't get my degree transcripts because the school was no
shut
longer
down.
accredited.
Right, but guess what happened today?
All the people were saying
no. The school came out and said all of our degrees and all transcripts are still available. That is not a real thing.
Honestly, just to take it off of her for a second, and just everybody outside, everybody everywhere, look, stop lying.
Just stop lying.
Just tell the truth, because it's the internet. I can be Dr. Radical, and I don't have to have a degree. It's just like, yo, I'm a doctor on the internet.
Dr. Radical.
I know.
But then if you do that, who's going to stack the boxes at HEB?
You're right. By the way, just got a promotion. You know what I'm saying?
Congratulations.
Head forklift. You know what I'm saying? Big manager of the forklift.
Yo, I got a homeboy, Troy Gathers. He's been calling himself Dr. Troy Gathers for like the last 6 years. Do you know why he's calling himself Dr. Troy Gathers? Because he's been in the process of getting his PhD. And shout out to my guy, Troy. He finished his PhD. And you know what the first thing he did was, y'all? Guess what the first thing he did, y'all? He posted his dissertation on Facebook so everybody could read it.
Maybe I should add Esquire to my name.
Because you know what the dissertation is, y'all? A dissertation is a published book.
It's you have created yourself.
You are a published author once you have a PhD.
Yeah, like Winnie Cooper, you know what I'm saying, created her own math equation.
So if you have a PhD, we should be able to find your published dissertation online.
I just don't understand why we lie. Just stop lying.
Stop lying. Just stop lying, dude. God.
Yeah. I hate
you give
that.
terrible advice. You give
don't
awful advice.
Nobody cares. Nobody's going to care. At this point, you've been on Cam Newton, you've been on Joe Budden, you've been on The Breakfast Club, you've been on Fontenot. Like, you've been everywhere. You're an internet personality at this point. Just say, you know what? I'm a relationship expert, and I think I'm a doctor of these relationships.
I've studied. Like I got my master's, and she can prove she has a master's degree.
And that's
I got my master's in therapy. You know, I have the ability to do these things. Cool.
You know what the better lie would have been?
Being a doctor.
You know what the better lie would have been? I was going for my doctorate, and then I blew up on social media. And that would have been a great lie.
I realized I didn't need it. Yeah.
All right.
Whatever.
Well, you know what I'm saying? And trust me, Cheyenne Bryant, I don't know you. I don't hate you. But you know what I do hate? I hate when people get out here and try to defend the indefensible. You don't know what this person was trying to say, or you do, and you try to explain it away. They didn't try to clear up what they said. Why are you? So, for example, you might hear somebody say something along the lines of, these people are not normal, they're unnatural, so on and so forth. That person said what they meant.
They said what they meant.
Don't tell me Oh, so what he was saying was you took that the wrong way. Then why ain't he trying to fix it? Stop going around trying to be the sweeper. The only sweeps that happen around here happen to the Lakers. On top of that, you turn around and you defend these people within an inch of your life. You get in trouble losing your job, repeating the things that these people say, while they just go to the bank and laugh at your expense. Respect yourself enough to call out BS and not defend the indefensible. That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's all we asking.
I love it.
For everybody who's unfamiliar, that's the segment we call 25 Hates.
25 Hates.
It's something that he hates.
Yeah, we ain't got to leggings yet.
Yeah, so he hates that. But I'm the same guy. I'm the same guy who's always gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. You know, like when Kanye said, slavery is a choice.
Oh,
I'm the guy who's like, you gotta read between the lines. You gotta read
between the lines. I remember that day. It's crazy.
That's not what he meant.
That's not what he meant. You weren't listening hard enough, bro. You missing it. It's going over your head. But yeah.
So Jack, before you even get started, do you think I've seen the movie that you're about to present? Honestly?
Nah, hell no. I don't think you or Rez have seen the next movie.
Okay.
Let's go for a triple banger. I don't think none of us seen it. Let's see.
Triple banger. That's interesting.
That is crazy.
I ain't seen that since '99. That was like one of them old booty talk videos.
Hey, actually, I have not seen this movie.
Okay.
Schindler's List.
Yes, I've seen that movie.
I haven't seen all of that movie.
I've never seen Schindler's List. So
why does it not shock me? Why does it not shock me?
Why haven't you seen that movie, Jack? I think that's more interesting.
Yeah, Jack. Hey, Jack. Why didn't you see Schindler's List? Say more.
Why don't you tell the people?
Tell the people why you haven't seen Schindler's List.
Does anybody know what Schindler's List is about?
Yeah. Tell us, Jack. Describe it. Give us the description of the movie, Jack.
Is it about some girls?
Hey, Jack, why haven't you seen it?
All right. So if anybody doesn't know this, I am Radical Jack. I am the movie guy. If you're my friend on Facebook, I do movie reviews. I talk about
does. He's seen all the movies, y'all.
I've seen all the movies.
Somehow this one escaped him.
I have not seen Schindler's List. It's a movie about the girls. Spielberg is one of the girls, by the way, who actually directed this film.
Excuse me. Let's be respectful, sir. This movie is about Jewish people. Thank you. All right. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's about them. And businessman Oscar Schindler arrives in Krakow in 1939, ready to make a fortune from World War II, which has just started after joining the Nazi Party primarily for political expediency. He staffs his factory with Jewish workers for similarly pragmatic reasons. All right, when they start exterminating Jews in Krakow ghetto, Schindler arranges to have his workers protected to keep his factory in operation, but he soon realizes that in doing so, he is also saving innocent lives. So, why haven't I seen Schindler's List?
Yes.
Just never.
I've never felt the need to watch that. I just, I never thought that it was anything that I personally needed to watch. I don't
know. You watched Emancipation, though, right?
I can't hear what you're saying. It's so weird.
Did you watch Emancipation?
I can't. What is that? Schindler's List. It's number 7 on the list. For everybody who's unfamiliar, we're doing the top 100 films.
Have you seen Django Unchained?
I have 100 films on the wall. It's a list. It's an actual list. IMDb, the movie database put out.
Have you seen 12 Years a Slave?
Is it the Jewish Roots?
There's people that are trying to
that makes you not see me at the top of the mountain.
There's people listening right now. They're trying to figure out, what am I talking about? I'm talking about the top 100 movies ever. So number 7 is Schindler's List.
Which he hasn't seen as the movie guy.
So, has social media killed the one-hit wonder?
Yeah, Jack, has it?
Well, Dre
Hey,
hasn't seen it either. You're not alone.
Hey,
All right, Dre hasn't seen it. Hey, look.
Hey,
If you've seen Schindler's List, man, congratulations, y'all.
Hey,
if you want
hey Dre, why haven't you watched it?
Hey, Dre, why haven't you watched Schindler's List, my guy? Put in the chat why you haven't seen Schindler's List.
It doesn't matter. All right, let's talk about something more serious, though.
Oh,
right.
then
So,
Schindler's List. Let's talk about something more serious than Schindler's
has
List.
his 8, and I have my Radical Jack takes. My take today is social media has killed the one-hit wonder. Why is that? Because back in the day when you had a one-hit wonder, it was just a song. You got Nilly Vanilli, you got Vanilla Ice, you got everybody that you heard on 98.5 The Beat. I know y'all ain't from San Antonio, but it's The Beat. They
Neither
played
are
hard.
you.
Mad people. Mims is a one-hit wonder. Mike Jones is technically a one-hit wonder outside of Texas. These are people that had that one song, Chameleonaire. I'm sorry.
Oh, you ain't gonna bring up Paul
I'm
Wall, though.
sorry. I know people are gonna hate me, but Chameleonaire is a one-hit wonder. You know what I'm saying?
Chameleonaire has at least 2 hits.
Hey, look at that. Dre said it because it's not my history. I didn't say it. Dre said it. It's not my history.
He says wait, finish it up though. I do want to see it though.
Yeah, for sure. So,
which is not what Radical
social
Jack
media
said.
is a one-hit wonder because today's world, you don't get the person that got lucky, and then it's like, oh yeah, I do remember that song. Now it's like they have a personality, so they're appearing on podcasts, they're appearing on random reality TV shows, they're appearing in the Tubi movie that you never even seen. Now that scene from the film is going crazy, or they're in Tyler Perry's Let's Get More Niggas, and they just pop up. So today's topic is Sexy Red. Sexy Red was supposed to be a one-hit wonder, and all you niggas out here keep making her relevant. I'm sick of y'all. I'm sick of y'all. I'm sick of y'all. There are so many terrible rappers out here, so many terrible female rappers out here, and Sexy Red is absolutely the bottom. She is the bottom
female anymore.
Yeah, shut up. She's a female, and anybody else that wasn't born with a dick is too. Anyway, she's the bottom. She's the bottom like San Francisco is. She's the bottom like Georgia is, and she's the bottom like Austin, Texas is. Big, just bottom of the barrel on the street. Sexy Red should not be in anybody's playlist ever, ever, ever. But here we are, social media, pushing all this goofy shit. She's going to podcasts. She keeps popping up in Drake's songs, and now she's on Chris Brown's album.
He likes to pop ass with her.
Hey, dog, I don't know what happened.
Sexy Red is going to be on the Drake album.
I personally have my own conspiracy about it. I think that. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Get up, Javian.
Javian. Javian. No, stay right there, Javian.
Hey, y'all, just in case y'all didn't know, there's the Potter of the Month.
There's Potter of the Month, Javian. Yeah.
I can't say the words that I want to say now. So,
That's right. Funny how that happens.
I will say, I think that she's been put on. I think that Sexy Red's been put into the atmosphere to promote Black youth to absolutely want to be as promiscuous as possible. It's the best words I can.
So she's all about the debauchery.
Yeah, 100%. Sexy Red is literally the model for Black girls to grow up and be dog. At least she's in my morning wake up.
Be great playlist.
I'm telling you, like, that's not hate, bro. Because like, I'll sit up here and y'all know, like, everybody knows. Tanaj knows. I will listen to Cardi B. I will listen to Glorilla. I'll listen to Lotto. I'll listen to them. It's not about female rappers being whatever. Sexy Red is absolutely dog water, bro.
She's not
like
good.
She is so terrible, and I just don't understand why she's here. It's gotta be. There's a bigger picture here. Like, she's here for a reason because she's not good, but somehow the girl who promoted her booty hole colors and the girl that promoted
colors.
Yeah. Hey, Hey, whatever. The girl that promoted
she gave one color. She gave it one color.
Promoted lip gloss that was the name of STDs. Like, this is the person that they keep promoting. There's a reason for that. They want her
video on her lips.
Yeah, they want her to get to a certain audience. You know what I mean? And that's just stop promoting Sexy Red, bro. Like, we got to stop. We got to wake up.
Like this.
Yeah, Andre, you hear
Generation X
talking to you.
It's yuck.
Hey, sorry,
all right.
Sorry, Andre. Hopefully, you can turn off Sexy Red and turn on Schindler's List sometime soon.
Yeah, hopefully, Jack didn't ruin your spirit like the airline.
Speaking of Sexy Red,
speaking of
Spirit Airlines. Speaking of Sexy Red, we got Spirit Airlines. Spirit Airlines no longer exists. If anybody didn't know that, it's because they did not get the bailout that they requested from the government. I think that, you can look at this two ways. If you've never flown Spirit, then, you don't have personal experience with this. As a person who flew Spirit once, let me tell y'all something. Them canceling this airline, for me, cool. I was never going to fly it again anyway, but Spirit Airlines is absolutely dog water. There's no first class. There's no separation between the pilot and the bus. Like, it's just chairs, a door. You know what I mean? Like, the bus just looks crazy. The chairs that you sit on are less comfortable than this. Like, they have less cushion than this. It's like you're if anybody's ever seen like race car drivers, that's the kind of seats that you're on Spirit Airlines. And the seats are like this big. So if you're sitting next to a fat guy, just know his big, heavy, sloppy breathing ass is going to be leaning on you. Yeah, where you going?
I'm glad that you had that one flight of empirical evidence.
I'm telling you, it's terrible. No chargers on the flight. No in-screen TVs. No food. There's no free peanuts. No free cookies. No free juice. It's just fly there, fly back. The one thing I will say about Spirit Airlines is they have never had an accident with a plane ever in the existence of Spirit. They've never had a fatal plane crashing. They've never had a single plane crash. They've never had an accidental anything, no mishaps. That is the one thing I will give Spirit. However, the reason I'm glad that Spirit Airlines doesn't exist, I don't know how to say this without you broke niggas that have no decorum don't deserve to be on flights. That's it. That's it.
So, guys, Chud the Builder pulled a cheddar bob. Keep talking, Jack. My goal is to keep you talking.
This is your segment, my guy. This is your time to shine. Rumble.
Let's talk about cheddar bob.
All right, bet. Since we're on a roll, let's keep going, right? So, I don't know if anybody knows this, but there's a white boy out there named Chud the Builder. I'm saying his name now because now Chud the Builder is officially in jail, running away from big black niggas about to rape him. So, and hey.
What?
That's what's going to happen. They're going to fuck him up in there. What you mean?
Hit the button, Raz. Hit the button.
What you think is going to happen?
The thoughts of Xavier Jackson, a.k.a. Radical Jack, are not necessarily the views of Rajon Lewis or Mike Wilson.
This man waited for the live episode
Please
to
do
do
not
this.
confuse.
No, what do you want me? What do you want from me, bro? Radical Jack? I'm telling y'all the truth in a radical way. Chud the Builder is a punk ass white boy who used to get pegged by this black chick, got mad about it, and he was low key gay. He's got a bunch of pictures where he was dressed up as a fairy, and now he's walking around outside calling black people chimps, monkeys, niggers, anything that you can think of in the name of freedom of speech. Right? Now, Chud the Builder goes around disturbing black people that ain't got no business being disturbed. Nobody's doing nothing. They just chilling. He goes up to him. He never goes to the hood. He always goes to a nice place. And, hey, what up, nigger? Do you believe in freedom of speech? Yo, how do you feel about a white man saying nigger? Then when they start getting...
That sounds like our next topic.
When they tell him to chill out, he's like, oh, here we go, chimping out, right? And he always flashes his gun. Or if somebody does try to attack him, he sprays them with bear mace. You don't know what bear mace is? Just look it up. Shit's real. So everybody on the internet has been talking about it, saying like, yo, he's gonna go to the wrong place. Yo, check out that you see that shoulder trap separation. Anyway, everybody's been talking about how on the internet, he's gonna get fucked up for lack of better words, because everybody likes to.
And there are better words.
There are better words, but everybody's saying he's taking rage baiting from online to real life in a way that's never been done before. So recently, or lately, I won't say recently, but lately, all the stuff that he's been doing, all the antics have been building up, and there's been white people also going up to him like, "Hey, yo, you gonna chill out?" He had his phones and stuff confiscated by the police, and they told him to chill out before he starts something that he is gonna regret. As of yesterday, Chud got the shit beat out of him by a black dude because he decided to play with him. Pause. And he pulled a gun out, shot the black dude, and the doofy shot himself because he's an idiot. He is now in jail, and again, trying to protect his cheeks. So, I say this to say, all you idiots out there that love pranks and quote-unquote rage baiting and trolling, and I say this as a person who used to troll people all the time, but I did it on Facebook, and I didn't do it different era. But all you people that like to do all this shit, just understand that Darwinism has never died and never will. Darwinism always finds a way. And all you people out here that are doing the stupid shit that end up getting stabbed, shot, or just getting so depressed that you kill yourself, that's all Darwinism, and I applaud it. Keep going out there, keep being stupid, because there's an answer for you, and I personally am happy that you guys are disappearing. Thank you. Can I get a clap, Rez? Can I get a clap? Woo! Whoa! Yeah. Thank you. Darwinism wins. Darwinism wins.
I told myself that I wasn't going to say this during this episode, but I have to. Why are you like this?
I'm honest.
Look, you know what I'm saying?
All
right,
man. Why are you like this?
So, Chud apparently hates black people. That's one thing. But what do you do when you feel like the government hates black people?
All right, now we're going in the serious world. Rez, go ahead.
So I actually so this is a very serious topic, and it's a hard segue. So I appreciate the effort there, 2-5, because we have some real stuff that's happening, and like we do a lot of joking and playing around here because one, you got to laugh, you got to joke, and especially in these times, we have some weird stuff going on. None of it's by accident, and we've been sort of clearing a pathway to this place. So I wanted to sort of read something to y'all. I normally don't. Y'all know I normally go off the dome. Hey, Mom, when it comes to this stuff, but I wanted to make sure I came from a standpoint of history and a standpoint of truth that was not reliant on Rajan's thoughts. So for this live, I wanted to connect what's happening right now in the South to a much bigger American story. To understand today's redistricting battles in places like Tennessee and South Carolina, you have to go all the way back to Reconstruction. After the Civil War, the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendments were supposed to create freedom, citizenship, and voting rights for Black Americans. And for a brief moment, Black political power in the South grew. Black men voted, Black leaders were elected, communities had a voice. In fact, during Reconstruction, there were actually more Black senators in Reconstruction than we've had at any other time in the history of our country. I want to say there were 6 Black senators during that time period, and we've only had 8 in the entirety of our nation. And 6 came during Reconstruction, one being Robert Smalls, straight out of South Carolina. Shout out to him. But when the communities had a voice, that progress triggered backlash. Southern states responded with Jim Crow laws, poll taxes, literacy tests, racial violence, and gerrymandering, all designed to suppress Black political power and restore control. Fast forward to the Civil Rights Movement. After decades of sacrifice, the Voting Rights Act of 1965 became one of the most important protections in American history. It required states with histories of racial discrimination, mostly in the South, to get federal approval before changing voting laws or district maps. All right? That mattered because it stopped discriminatory maps before they could harm voters. Then came 2013. In 2013, Shelby County versus Holder, the Supreme Court removed the federal pre-clearance formula. That meant that many Southern states no longer had to get permission before changing voting laws or redrawing districts. And that changed everything. Now, instead of preventing discrimination before it happens, communities often have to fight it before the damage is already done. That brings us to today. States like Tennessee are using the legal environment to redraw districts in ways critics say weaken Black voting power, especially by breaking apart majority Black communities. So why do majority Black districts matter? Because without protection, Black voters can be split across districts or packed into districts in ways that reduce their political influence. The districts were never about special treatment. They were about making sure that communities historically shut out of power had a fair shot at representation. And this just isn't one state. This brings us to a larger question. Who gets power in America? Who gets representation? And whose voice gets weakened when the rules change? From Reconstruction to Jim Crow to the Civil Rights Act to Shelby County, the fight has always been about access to democracy. So here's the takeaway. If you care about voting rights, fair elections, and democracy, this is not the time to just be angry. It's the time to get informed. It's the time to get organized. It's the time to get active. Learn your state laws, pay attention to redistricting, vote in local elections, and support organizations fighting for fair maps. Because history has shown us that democracy does not disappear overnight. Sometimes it's redrawn one district at a time. Now that's really important because in the state of South Carolina today, this week, we've had a very serious issue that may appear in Texas. We've heard President Trump saying that Texas needs 5 more guaranteed Republican seats. The President of the United States has said that. That is not something that the President of the United States is supposed to say. They're not supposed to say, hey, we need more partisan seats. The President of the United States, regardless of their Democrat, Republican, whatever, should not say those types of things. But this is where we are. In the state of South Carolina, after President Trump, after what happened in Louisiana last week, if you haven't looked up Calais versus Louisiana and how that was used, I'll let you do your Googles and find that out for yourself. But something happened in Louisiana where they decided that they cannot have racial maps, right? They cannot have racially decided maps, where the truth is that as I just discussed, there was a such thing as majority Black districts because of disenfranchisement of Black people. Again, do your Googles. Don't take my word for it. Do your Googles. After Louisiana, Tennessee called a special committee, called a special body assembly so that they could outline, redistrict, redraw, and cut out the one Black district that existed in the state of Tennessee. So now there's no Black representation or represented district in the state of Tennessee. South Carolina this week was trying to push through a new map that would have gotten rid of the longest standing congressman in the nation, Jim Clyburn. It would have completely eliminated his district altogether. So since you can't beat him in an election, what you do is you redraw his district in a way that he can't win. And that has happened over and over and over again since 2013. The difference between what's happened then and what's happened now is normally redistricting happens during a census year. So we go through a census to find out who's where, and then they redraw the lines. This is in the middle of a census year. They're just saying, we want to redraft the map, so we will. We got to the end, we got to sine die. Again, do your Googles. I don't have the time to teach you this stuff. We got to sine die, which signals the end of the statewide legislature season, right? If you do not get that map approved by sine die, it's supposed to go back to square one. You're supposed to have to start over in the new legislative session in January. Our state governor said, no, we are calling a special session over the summer to draw new maps. This means they're going to delay our elections in the state of South Carolina until new maps are drawn. But guess what, y'all? There's already new maps drawn by somebody who's in Washington, D.C., who's a conservative strategist. This is happening real time. So we have to take this seriously, y'all. I know y'all think the president's funny. The thing I've always said to that is, it's hysterical until you realize he has the nuclear codes. It's hysterical until you realize he can call our state capital and tell them, I want you to stay until I have done what I want done. It's funny until thousands of people are dying in countries across the world. It's hysterical until democracy is dead. That's where we are. No applause needed. In the pod.
Oh, God.
I told you he wasn't going back to talk.
This is end us on this somber note.
Rebuttal.
Rebuttal.
Go. Where was I wrong? No, rebuttal. Go. Where was I wrong?
I wasn't going to rebut nothing. I was just saying, like,
I like what you said. No rebut.
I just wanted to say some shit too.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was trying to. No,
I'm done. Fuck Trump.
I was trying to mic drop, but I didn't realize. But
I think that actually happens like once per episode too. Like Rez be like, "Nah, 2-5, step out the way," and then like I just be like, "All right."
because we're live because like I don't have a Rez segment. I don't have a Rez hates or
you have
segment.
relationships.
You have
relationship this week.
Yeah, because your relationship is to the nation.
Yes. I'm very serious about our country. I love you, America.
As much as Rez just like killed everything and made us really sad because our country is in a weird, really weird place right now. We're in a weird place. As the guy who normally just laughs about all this shit, and I'm just like, hey man, look, do what you got to do, just be better. I will say it's kind of crazy that so many people are just letting this shit get off. Like I didn't vote last year. I mean, not last year, but I didn't vote for Trump this time. You know what I'm saying? Might have did it, might not have last time. Who knows? But I didn't do it this time. So at the end of the day, my thing is, if you niggas really care, get your punk ass up and go to these local elections. Otherwise, just wait till everything gets really, really bad and then complain about it when
something, dog.
That shit happens.
Do something.
But outside of that, thank you so much for tuning into our live.
2-5 had something. 2-5 had something.
Oh yeah, my bad. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, 2-5. You got your shades on.
2-5.
Hey, 2-5. Hey, 2-5. 2-5 is like brown skin pit bull.
Hey, 2-5 is dressed like the people say on Twitter. They be like black women don't get married, so they dress for prom. 2-5 looks like prom.
I had to wear the shades to hide these steel tears. You know what I'm saying? Since my own crew don't want to hear from me. You know what I'm saying?
I want to hear from you, bro.
They're like you banned. You know what I'm saying?
Man, tell us about your peak.
Oh yeah, you gonna see that later too.
Dear.
So this is how you do it.
Shine on your head is crazy. You gonna see that later?
That's crazy.
Hey, you didn't have to repeat it. That was between. Yeah, anyway. So.
No, please. Do your serious
I tell these people all the time, right? Because everybody's caught up in Trump. Is he trying to stay in office for the next 10 years? All these conversations like that. So I tell people, first of all, you don't live in Washington, D.C. You know what I mean? Like, you got to take care of home first. And the talk on the street is it doesn't matter. The candidates are selected. It doesn't matter what we vote for. Like, you know what that is? That's a trick to get you not to vote.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? It's the same reason why I vote third party and people say you're wasting your vote. And like, I am, because you're too scared to do what I'm willing to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This ain't even about us. We're here right now in the flesh, but a lot of us have children, who hopefully are going to have grandchildren. You know what I'm saying? So from that standpoint, I don't have to see the gains to want the benefits.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to put the things in motion so that way there is a better future, even if I'm not here to celebrate it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then you got places. Oh, my bad. I ain't mean to do that. Jack wasn't talking. You know what I'm saying? You got places like Baton Rouge, for example, majority black city.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And now you got people trying to break away. The certain side of town is trying to break away and create their own municipality, their own city, to break away from said black people. We had something similar talked about down in Atlanta, who for the first time is under 50% black people, still a majority, but under 50%. So this stuff is happening nationwide. This is not just a Louisiana issue. This is not just a black issue. This is an American issue.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because black is America. And people keep saying these things like, hey, should a district be based on race? Well, you look at the rest of the districts and you tell me. If it didn't, gerrymandering wouldn't even be a thing. You know what I'm saying? So you tell me what came first, the chicken or the egg? Take us out of here, Jack.
Yeah.
Hold on, Red. Bring that down, man. That was
Jack
crazy.
wants to whisper.
The longest ending in podcast history.
Yeah, I'm
God.
tired of y'all, like, bro. Y'all just trying to send me, bro. Okay.
These reports ain't gonna do themselves, my guy.
This is what I want to say. In all seriousness, no jokes. I just want to say, everybody who's afraid, everybody who's having like all this crazy fear mongering and all this stuff, bro. Just get off the internet, go outside, talk to people, reconnect with human beings in real life. Go to the grocery store, say hi, have some small talk, ask somebody how their day is going, and genuinely just listen and see how their day is going. Just do small things like that just to give yourself reassurance that humanity still is a thing. Outside of that, stop being a bitch. All right? Like, everything's going to be okay. We're going to figure it out. If you believe in God, then pray to your God and be cool about it. Outside of that, get your punk ass up, go vote. If you don't know who to vote for, do some research. That's cool. Play the music so I can get us out of here.
Sure. I'm not.
Where's the Potter of the Month?
Part of the month is in the bath.
We've been trying to end this pod for a while.
See, Rez is like, nah, I ended it with a mic drop. You didn't let me get the mic drop.
So what I will say is this. No, I'm not trying to mic drop it, but I don't want to end it there. Because like saying go outside and touch grass, like I get it, right? But this is what we see. This is what we see. No, Jack is going to close the pod. That's what he does. But in this topic, this is why I wanted the topic to be the main topic. But anyway, when we go outside, what do we see? Okay, we see gas that's at $5 a gallon in South Carolina.
Okay.
We see businesses closing at an extremely high rate. Nonprofit organizations are closing at a rate that I have not seen in my lifetime. Groceries are extremely expensive. Like, these are things that we see when we go outside and talk to people. When I talk to people, I hear that their dollar is not going nearly as far as it's supposed to be going. And I live in a state called South Carolina, where since 1994, we've had majority rule of Republicans in our state. And I still hear Republicans in my state saying that Democrats are the issue. Now, I'm not saying that Republicans or Democrats are the issue. I'm saying the way we're thinking about this, that this thing is just going to deal with itself, it's not. Because up until now, we've always had people in place who knew what they were doing. People who could right the ship. Do you know what happened at the start of this administration? In the first Trump administration, he tried to make it look like he was surrounding himself with experts and people who know what they're doing. At this point, in this administration, he wanted no illusion that he had no one around him that knew what they were doing. He fired everybody who had any sense of how things actually work.
He hired Linda McMahon.
And we are seeing the results of that. And that is not something that is just going to clear up overnight. That's not something that's going to clear up in one presidency. And I hate to be a fear mongerer because I am probably the most optimistic person in this group. Am I wrong?
No, actually, that's pretty, yeah.
So when I'm telling you this, as I've said in other videos that I've done, I'm trying to sound an alarm to people. Jack talks, but Jack knows what he's talking about. Jack ain't no dummy. 2-5 ain't no dummy. I ain't no dummy. We're not going to sit it out. But there is a large swath of our country who is sitting with their heads buried in the sand while we are being destroyed as a nation. This is a real thing. This isn't fear-mongering. When people tell you that, they're not trying to fear-monger you. I don't gain anything by you being aware of what's going on. And I always tell you, don't trust my word. Read reliable sources. I'm going to give you another one. Don't listen to CNN, MSNBC, Fox News, News Nation, any of those. Read a freaking book. Pick up a periodical that's not based in the United States of America and look at how the rest of the world is looking at us right now. These are real things. And we can laugh about it. It's hysterical until the great crash of 1929 happens again. Like, these things are possible. World War III is possible. Now, it's not as close. We're not as close to it as people like to act like we are.
Come on now.
And not as close to it as people like to act like we are. But we'll
need World War III. We got Hana virus.
But I'm saying, but we are closer to it than we've ever been. We're not nearly as close as people like to act like we are, but we're closer than we've ever been. And that's another thing for another day. And sorry, I just could not, like, I had the tone that I had for a reason, because we need an alarm to sound. And if a fire alarm goes off in your house because your house is on fire, and then somebody says, hey man, we just playing, it ain't really on fire, and your house is burning down, your house is still on fire. So you can joke about it, but you're not gonna have a house soon.
All right. Take your vitamin C. Wash your hands.
Wash your hands, please.
The rat droppings virus is out here to get you. You know, Chip is docked. Big Lotto is releasing her final album and retiring from hip hop because she hates you niggas. Yeah, man, we're just three guys with a perspective over the. Hoping to deliver a diverse way of thinking. All right. If you're a first-time listener or a last-time listener, we appreciate y'all. This is the first time we've gone live. I hope everybody liked it.
Hope y'all
please
enjoyed
comment, please subscribe, please share. You know what I'm saying? If you thought it was goofy, say you thought it was goofy. If you liked it, say you liked it. Either way, you think.
If you hated it, say you hated it.
Yeah, say you hated it, man. Either way, just, give us some love, man. Y'all do it to all them other weirdos. Charleston White got $1 million. Shit. Fill my bank account up.
Hey,
the economy going down. Fill my pockets up.
$2,500 a month, dog. We get my guy off his job. Let's go.
Come on, man. Get me out of the factory, dog. I'm tired of forklift operating.
We're trying to free my guy.
What up, digger?
Nah, man. Open dialogue always expands intelligence, man. Open your mouth, have a good conversation with somebody. Go outside, touch grass. Thank God. Kiss your kids goodnight, man. Say less. Say more.
Let's go to Albany.
Yo, this has been a wild pod.
Drake drops tomorrow.
Iceman in your story.
Iceman in 2.5 hours.
Iceman coming soon. Hold on.
All right, say bye.
Bye.
A lot of people love to talk, but they don't really say nothing. You can drop a like and go subscribe, knowing 2-5 probably finna hate something. Chop it up about the game, give a little game, knowing you can take something. We just saying less and saying more, should've known before you in the right place. You know Jack can keep it radical. A little crazy with his take, but he gon' keep it factual. And you know he been a fan of wrestling since attitude. We ain't here to be the ones you playing with. Red steady dropping gems only for relationships. We ain't never thinking Liam Neeson if you taking. Come and tap in with your favorites. Hey, we gon' talk about your latest. Yeah, come and tune into the station. Come and listen to this conversation. Like and subscribe, we going live. We gon' tell you what you need to hear in perfect moderation. Wait, it's like a game of chess. Remember we be saying more while they saying less. It's like a game of chess. Remember we be saying more while they saying less. It's like a game of chess. Remember we be saying more while they saying less. It's like a game of chess. Hey, hold up.